Greetings students and parents. Today's video we're going to be focusing on double-digit multiplication, so a two-digit number times a two-digit number. We've been teaching them three different ways and they can choose which way fits them best. So the first way that I'll go over is the bow tie method, alright? So we break 32 apart into 30 and 2 and then 40 and 2. We make sure their 10s are over here and then their 1s are over here. Alright? Now we draw lines to draw the bow tie, and whichever ones connect, that's the ones that they are multiplying. So if you connect 30 and 40, they say, okay, 30 times 40. Connect 2 times 2, 2 times 2. Then they connect 30 and 2, so they write 30 times 2. And then they connect 40 and 2, 40 times 2. So then they multiply them. So when we're teaching them how to multiply with zeros, we tend to draw these little dots under the 10 digits. So we have 3 times 4, which is 12, and then add the 2 zeros. 2 times 4 is 4, that's 60, and that's 80. And then all they have to do is add those numbers up and they get their product. The next way we taught them was area models. So these are really helpful when we start doing area and perimeter later on in the year. So for area, we draw a rectangle. And we break these apart. So we say 30 plus 2, 40 plus 2. And we create a little area model. So when they're also in social studies, they are learning latitude and longitude, and they take their fingers and they do this to meet up a certain point on the maps. So that's the exact same thing we're doing here. We say 30 times 40, which is 1200. 30 times 2, which is 60. 40 times 2, 80. And then 2 times 2, which is 4. And what we like to do is make connections from one strategy to another strategy. So we say, okay, do you see these numbers somewhere else? And they see them, 1200, 1200, 80, 80, 60, 60, 4, and 4. And so you add those numbers up, and it gives you your product. Now the final way that most of you know is the standard way. This is how I learned, this is how most of you learned, and it is the most efficient way of solving a multiplication problem, but it doesn't show much understanding. So we start them out doing these two strategies, and then we move on to standard. So we have 32 times 42, and you multiply the ones first. So I kind of tell my students to cover that up so they don't get distracted by it or confused by it. So they say, okay, 2 times 2 is 4, and then 3 times 2 is 6. Now, the next part. Most of us say, oh, then you just put the placeholder 0 down here. That's great, but we want to make sure they know why we are putting a 0 there. So if you look right here, this isn't just 4. It's technically multiplying it times 40. And 40 ends in a 0, so that's why I put a 0 right here. Then you do 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. And they add them up. 1,344. So this is our double-digit multiplication video. Tune in next time for long division and break it down division. Thanks.